It's the How's This Good for Anybody podcast, starring Rich DiPalentino, Steve Yardumian, and Tommy Leahy.
Yeah, now we're recording. All right.
Oh yeah. I got no lyrics. I don't know what to sing. I got no lyrics. Idea
Oh man, I like that. A little bit of harmonization.
The rebel base is on Dantooine.
I'm right about one thing.
Negotiations were short.
It's a terrible line. Half that movie's about trade negotiations.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's all politics. And honestly, I hate to admit it, I like it.
Oh,
It's-
man.
Yeah.
I just thought of a really
that is
unreasonable,
better,
That is better,
yes.
yeah.
Yes.
another unreasonable pet peeve.
Okay. Excellent work. Oh, yeah, I should be making notes
Not
of them,
starting
too.
the podcast when it's supposed
Things
to start.
on my ear.
Unreasonable pet thieves. When Steve gives me the look.
Look.
The jazz.
The jazz look.
jazz. Give him the jazz.
The jazz hands. Oh gosh.
I can't do this. It's drooping.
Why is it drooping?
They make medication.
It's always drooping.
I've been getting
Wait, why
these
is it not?
like Facebook
check.
ads for Blue Chew.
Why is
Oh,
that-
really?
I don't know where that came
The
from.
knob
Man,
on the,
dude.
I
knob on
think
the
it's for
side.
this kind of problem,
This one?
No. There's
but
one,
I can't
that
be
one.
sure.
The way you just had your hand on.
It's tightened all the way.
All the way.
Don't worry, we know what we're doing.
One of my pet peeves is really bugging me right now. It's things on my
Is that it?
ears.
Check,
Maybe.
check. That'll work.
Okay.
That's jazz.
That's jazz. It's all improv.
Ba-ba-boom.
Is this ASMR?
Ba-ba-boom.
Is that what's going on?
Boom.
Just close your eyes.
Bada bing, bada jazz.
What's the call station here?
HTG4A, right?
Yeah, but you have to put a W in
I
front
thot it
of
would
it.
be
That's
like-
true.
yeah, like-
WHTG4A.
Or about what about like
WHTG.
is right for you.
WHYYYY?
Yeah, I remember Channel 48, WHYY. It would be like, you're listening to WWGDW, Channel 48, HWHYY. There were so many letters in that one. Yeah.
It was like they were trying to, send signals of the alphabet
Yeah.
to their listeners.
Subliminal messages.
Yeah.
Teaching kids the alphabet.
Teaching kids the alphabet.
Yep. They've changed the alphabet song now in school. You know
Really?
that?
What?
To get rid of the elementos. It's like
The
it's,
elementos?
it goes like
Elementos.
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S. It's like that.
Oh, that throws
No.
off the
Yeah,
flow.
that's like, I know
That's
it's a
awful.
totally different flow now. But apparently there were kids that
Biggie
were
would
not
not be proud.
understanding the elemento. They just thought it was like elemento. They didn't know what letters were in there.
Well,
That's the letter. Elenimo. Okay, that's
yeah.
the letter we've learned today.
misheard song lyric.
Remember the elemento.
Yo, I stayed at a hotel right across the street from the Alamo.
Really?
I did
What
in
was it?
San
Wait.
Antonio.
Like the Alamo Inn,
No, it was
because
La
there-
Quinta.
that's a chain.
The Bates
It was La
Motel?
Quinta
Oh.
in San
La
Antonio.
Quinta in Alamo.
Bates Motel in San Antonio. But yeah, the Alamo was there.
And nobody took it.
Wasn't that impressed? Yeah, no,
Nobody took the
nobody
Alamo.
took it.
That's good.
Have you've been in Texas? You lived in Texas.
I
for a
lived
while.
there.
Did you ever go to San Antonio?
No, I never did. I went to Austin once.
Okay, how was that?
Austin was great.
Cool.
There was donuts.
Oh, we don't have them
we don't
here.
have donuts
No,
here.
like
Yeah. It's a delicacy.
so they're like circular.
Yeah, most.
Oh, they have circular donuts
They're,
there.
yeah, circular treat.
Yeah.
Voodoo donuts. That was the name of that.
Voodoo.
Voodoo.
Ooh.
They were actually kind of crappy. They were terrible.
Have you been to
Sorry, Voodoo Donuts.
what's the really good donut place in Philly?
Duck Donuts.
Duck Donuts.
No,
No.
that's from South Carolina. Or
Yeah,
North
but it's up
Carolina.
here now.
It is. It sure
yeah,
is.
Collegeville.
Oh,
now.
Federal
yum
Donuts.
Yum yum.
Who said federal?
I heard
Federal.
that. I've
Yes,
heard that.
Federal
Federal.
Donuts
Yeah.
are fantastic. They're so
I've heard
good.
of them.
Yeah.
Where are
So
they?
Philly.
Yeah.
Spelled with a PH.
Listen, man, here's the deal, though, okay?
What?
People from Ohio, you always say, like, oh, yeah, we have no accents. Your
don't.
accent is ridiculous. You have an accent, and I
No.
don't like it.
It's-
You said a word earlier. I can't remember what it was, but it was a pet peeve of mine when you start saying words weird.
What?
Funny story about that. So I went to...
I went to this John.
so, funny story about water.
Delco.
I was in Nashville, and I...
Did they have water there?
Yes. Now here's the deal. I
they were
ordered.
landlocked.
She asked me what I wanted to order. Everybody else was like, "Yeah, I'll take
a lot of
take
lakes.
whatever." So I said, "Can I have? I'll just take a water for now." And she was like,
You say
and I said, and she was like, "I'm sorry, what'd you say?" I was like, "Can I have a water?"
Oh,
and she was
sweetie.
like, "Oh, are you from Philly?" And I said, "Yeah." She's like, "I've heard about this, but I've never actually experienced
She
it
was
before."
so happy to
she
be
was blown away.
experiencing the
That,
Philly
that's his-
accent.
So I said, like, and then my friend, he was like, he wants a water.
water.
Yeah.
Was it like
Oh,
really
gosh.
loud? Like she didn't understand? A water.
Yeah, water. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's so
Water.
weird to say water. Like, how do you
Yeah.
guys say it?
Water.
You actually say water.
No, well, I went to school in Indiana, and that kind of
Midwest.
erased my accent a little
Okay,
bit.
you have like that.
But I mean, before that, I had
Transatlantic
I
accent.
had gone to places to eat, and they have no idea what you're talking about when you're saying.
Yeah,
water.
that's really
Yeah,
funny.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
I say it like a normal human being. Water.
you do.
yeah, but there's a little bit of an H in there that I don't like.
Normal.
What do you mean?
See, I don't like that H that comes. The
Why?
phantom H. I don't like that. Yeah.
Whiskey.
Whiskey.
When people say warsh. Yeah. If you say warsh, drop dead.
Yep. Okay, Warsh,
Warsh
Crick, and Roof
Oh.
are all the same thing.
Oh,
Who are those people
Unreasonable.
and where are they?
oh, I hate that.
I mean,
oh
sometimes
my gosh.
you just don't want to say roof, and you say roof.
No.
No,
Oh, also old people that say days of the week, instead of saying day, they say D at the end. When
Yeah,
they're like Sunday.
Tuesday.
I hate
I hate
that.
that too.
It's so annoying.
like it's DY instead of DAY.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the A is gone.
Tuesday.
Yeah,
It's kind of
These are the people Thanos was
truncated at
talking
the
about.
get rid of them, man. And also,
That's the half. Yeah.
speaking of accents, Boston accent. It's not an accent. That's a speech impediment.
Oh my.
Yeah, that's baby speak. Don't talk like that, okay? It drives me nuts. But I'm getting the car down by the harbor.
You be careful. We have quite a few fans in New England.
Hey, don't care. Hey, New Englanders, fix your accent, okay? For sure.
We're actually offering some therapeutic sessions if you struggle with this.
Speech therapy sessions. Oh my.
Yeah. So that's definitely one of my pet peeves is people saying words wrong. Now, I know I say water, but I feel
You
like
say dog weird too.
dog.
Yeah.
You say Doge.
Yeah, I do. That's right.
Doge.
Oh, that's a pet peeve when people say Doge.
Doge.
Or when
Yeah.
people writing as their Doge say Human with two O's.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, that's true too.
That's
Yeah,
a
those-
meme thing.
Yeah,
It is.
It is.
Also, have you noticed like on TikTok right now, like people using like the robotic voice for things, like instead of their own
I
voice?
don't have time for TikTok.
like the Windows
Yeah, I don't wanna-
95 voice.
Kind of. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you can subscribe to these platforms now that like are people talking for you because that's how lazy you are now. You can't
Oh.
narrate your own TikTok videos.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Oh well, of course.
Yeah. TikTok's annoying though.
Why?
I
Why,
try to
why
stay
would
away
I
from
not hire, Bobby down the street to do my TikTok
it.
videos
Yeah, exactly.
for me?
Yeah, 100%.
When I
kid who
sound
cuts
like
your
this.
grass. Yeah.
Yeah. Aaron, you've got quite a radio voice.
That's what they all say. It's kind of like that.
Who's they?
So, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think so.
Rich is on the other side of that fence.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really think so. I think your voice struggles when it comes to radio.
I think Tommy
I
just
got that
turned a
nice-
filter on for that one.
And we're back with Aaron Ullman.
I could get sultry.
I like your salmon colored shirt.
I wore, this is my only salmon colored shirt. I got it for like $3 at that Ocean Job Lot.
Yeah.
Does Ocean Job Lot sell anything dealing with the ocean? It doesn't.
Well, you got a
None.
salmon-colored shirt, so I'd
Yeah.
say it does.
Does
I
it-
also wore gray pants, so you could tell if I'm sweating. When I get nervous, I sweat.
You sweat in your
Through your
pants line?
pants?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Because most people
That's-
sweat your armpits and things.
Yeah.
but-
Oh,
quite
that
different.
too.
Yeah.
I get the Mickey Mouse kind of
Oh yeah.
like the pooling.
Oh yeah.
Right in the.
Yeah. It just reminds
Oh.
you to go to Disney World.
Kind of like Andy in The Office.
Right.
It's
Exactly.
free advertising for Disney.
Mickey
They
Mouse
should
sweats.
pay me.
That's really why they chose the mouse as the logo. They were like, how do people sweat? In what pattern do they sweat? All right, that's our logo. That's it. Let's do it. Print it up.
Daddy, I want to
go to Disney.
Look at his Mickey Mouse. I get I get the deep pool in the,
Oh
in
yeah.
the belly button.
Yeah.
Yeah. The link gets lost in
Like
there.
Dadbot has cratered that a little bit.
Yeah.
Even further.
Yeah. Hey, Rich, you want to
Yep.
introduce our guest?
I was actually thinking about
Yeah.
that. And I don't want to.
Do I
Okay.
need? Do I need?
Yeah,
to
I was actually going to see if you would not.
Yeah, so let's stay away from
Yeah,
that.
please don't.
Yeah, I think that's a part that we should cut out of our show. Like, I don't want people to actually know who's
We've
here.
been recording for 12 minutes.
What do you guys want to talk about instead, maybe?
That's right.
Boring.
So we are joined with Aaron Ullman, father of 1.5, currently married to the wonderful. What's her name again?
Long tall Sally.
That's long, tall Sally Ullman.
Is that what the people in the Wild West call her?
Sally's
Long, tall
wonderful.
Sally.
But Aaron,
Some other people call her Mustang Sally.
Mustang Sally. That's a good one.
so Aaron, tell us a little about yourself in under 4 words, and then also, why are you here? You're like, what brought you to our podcast?
The Mecca.
I am Job.
Good.
Excellent. Is that 3?
I am Job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So go.
So one day I got this text message and it was like, "Hey, you want to be on our podcast?" And I was like, "Sure, bruh."
Wow. Who texted you that?
CEO Richard O. De Palantino.
Yeah, that recently happened.
Those are not
the
your
name
initials, too.
No.
They never used to be. It's great,
Yeah.
but being around Tommy for a while, like you can really catch the Irish. It's crazy. Like,
Irish.
yeah, I checked the other day.
You catch that Irish.
Yeah, like I,
333.
yeah, it's great. Like I checked my name the other day, like just to make sure it was still okay, like which we all do. And my last name became O De Palantino, and it was like, oh, that's from hanging around Tommy for too long. That's what it is.
That's really sweet, actually.
Yeah, I mean,
Thank you.
yeah, no problem.
Warms.
Yeah, when we go rock climbing soon, I don't know what's gonna happen, man.
Yeah.
What if we touch the same rocks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something about the Blarney Stone.
Trying to
Every
pass a
stone
Blarney
is a-
Stone.
Yeah. Remember that song? I forget who sang it back in the day. Like it was like
Was it jazz?
it's that song. That's what it was. That song was like, "Call me Mr. Flintstone, I can make your bed rock," and I would change it to, "Call me Mr. Blarney Stone, I can make you shamrock." That was the Irish version.
was
I used to think it was
T-Pain.
really funny. It was T-Pain.
It was T-Pain,
Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
Okay.
No, don't ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's not jazz, I probably don't know.
That's true. Yeah, because you're only into jazz.
Yeah.
Only jazz.
Yeah.
24/7 jazz.
Oh, yeah.
So, guys, since we're on the topic of pet peeves, like besides the way that people say things, what are some other pet peeves you guys have?
Unreasonable pet peeves, do you mean?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, if you will.
Yeah.
Like,
you
is
will.
this things
Will
that,
you?
like, your pet does that are peevy? Or is this...
Either way.
See, my gerbil does this thing at night. Just digging and digging. Oh, I'm like, when do you ever sleep? Apparently not. That's a topic for another day
It is.
or another hour. Okay, so what really grinds my gears is at what's that name of that store? Not Home Goods, although that's one of
Macy's.
them. Not Macy's. It's the one Hobby Lobby. It's another one
Hobby
of
Lobby.
those. Like there's signs that have verses out of context.
Mm-hmm.
Like okay, biblical verses, right? Because it's
Yep.
the Christian company and all that, and you
Oh, I
can
didn't know
hang
that.
it, and it looks all cheery and like, shabby chic on your wall, and it's like we're 2 or 3 together in my name, Like just that part. And I was like, yeah, I'd love to hang that over my dining room table and be reminded
Yeah.
of church discipline. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, there's a warning on the back that says the writer did not go to seminary. You know, to be
disclosure in the
yeah, yeah. In all fair opinion, you know.
Yeah. Hey, you know what houses should have more of? Live, laugh, love signs in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's not enough of that.
No.
That was
The sticker wall decals.
You guys ever seen Eat, Pray, Love?
not yet. No, I do want to.
Okay.
Julia Roberts, right?
Made the mistake of watching up on
you
myself one
did?
day.
Was it a rom com?
Oh no.
Oh.
It's like
It's
something
not,
worse.
right?
It's something.
Yeah, it's like she's trying to find herself.
Yeah.
Oh.
I get all the ones with the numbers mixed up. That didn't have a number in it, though, did it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. You
It's
know,
fine.
27
It's
dresses.
just 3 words.
12 things I hate about you.
Seven brides for 3 husbands.
28 days later.
Yep.
Terrible rom-com.
It's
Not a good ending.
trying
they'll
to get hooked up with a zombie, I think.
No, that was like Love Bites or something. That was another one.
I think you're right.
Yo, I got a pet peeve.
What's your pet peeve?
Give it to us.
Newscaster voices.
Newscaster voices.
I hate it. And also, they'll be like,
I came home, made some dinner, and then went to bed.
yeah, I don't like that at all. And they'll be
my.
like, I was stuck in traffic on I-76, and before you know it, I got home. You know, like just like that, like those stupid pause, and then the last few words are just the end of it.
You know what they also teach newscasters to do?
What?
Speak with the Ohio accent.
No, they don't.
They sure
What?
do. Look it
Really?
up.
It's a
It's a
bunch
fact.
of baloney.
Is it?
Look it up on DuckDuckGo.
DuckDuck. You know what? I've started using DuckDuckGo.
What is DuckDuckGo?
You're so private.
Right?
It's Duck Dynasty on roids.
I mean, I don't want anybody to know that I'm looking for newscasters.
I don't want
the way
anyone to
they
know that
speak.
I'm looking at Ohio.
I want to know like what was the point of like the like the 60s newscasters with like the really altered whoa kid whoa
Honestly,
Oh,
you
yeah.
could have just stopped that. I want to know what the point of the 60s was.
yeah.
The whole thing.
You just skip right past
The whole
that.
thing.
Yeah.
You know, carpeted bathrooms, carpeted kitchen,
Trying to get to the moon.
Enjoy a carpeted toilet seat.
What was that?
olive drab.
Yo, there's some. You walk in some houses that were built in the 70s, the paneling on the walls and stuff, and they just never got away from. Like, yo, man, this freaking sucks.
Absolutely disgusting.
I hate that.
Yeah.
And the bathrooms that are pink.
Oh my.
Oh,
What's that?
Oh yeah.
Furry toilet seats.
It's so stupid. Yeah.
I think it's comfortable. I like a furry toilet seat.
Dude.
In my college apartment, I got this
Urinate on?
disgusting orange shag carpet that I use.
Oh my gosh.
As the toilet seat.
Not as the toilet paper.
I fit an entire 20-inch carpet in the toilet.
I can just imagine you as like one of those dogs.
Scooting himself up.
Scoot.
Yeah, I go in a lot of people's houses that are super 70s, and it's Jules hates it. She really hates it. My parents
Carpeted
have this,
bathrooms or wood paneling.
both, and then also my parents' master bathroom is all pink tile and stuff, and it's just it makes me, not that I want my parents to die, but like they need to go soon so that I can just remodel that bathroom because I'm tired.
I don't
of it.
want to. Do they collect the
I'll
little?
become Batman when my parents
Yeah,
die
that's
too.
right. Yeah.
Do they collect the little promises, like ceramic doll things?
Oh, dude,
Promise
my
Keepers?
mom.
What's
That's
the
wrong.
one? No, the ones where they're like
Yeah,
praying on their
yeah.
knees and there's like a sheep.
dude.
I know exactly what you're
You know,
talking about.
yeah.
Have you guys been to my parents' house before? You
Yeah.
have. I think both you guys
time
have.
ago.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
Long time ago.
My mom has like 40 dolls in the dining room. Okay.
Whoa.
Do you remember
That's
that?
the
I remember
title
that.
of a movie.
Yeah. 40
$40
dolls.
in the dining room.
Isn't that a horror? It's a
that's,
horror genre.
No, it's a rom com because it has a number in it.
It bugs me. It bugs me a lot. Speaking of pet peeves, every time I go over there, I tell her that when she kicks the bucket, those things are getting burnt. Like
Yeah.
burnt to a
Like,
crisp.
why isn't that Star Wars memorabilia?
That would be much better.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. My mom knows
Dang it,
I
Mom.
hate dolls.
Come on.
She would leave their dolls are like this tall.
Like, yeah,
too, from the
yeah,
floor.
yeah,
It's a tall doll.
Kind of as the
Yeah,
crow, the crow flies.
Yeah, as the crow flies. Bird's eye view. That's how big they are, if you will.
Okay.
And my mom would leave them like outside my bedroom door sometimes when I come in the morning just to freak me out. Like, I think that's abuse, emotional abuse. Pretty sure. But yeah, that's for sure. Just don't own dolls like that. You know, I always tell my mom that, but she buys more, so aggravates me.
That's what moms do, though. That's
They buy dolls.
That's part of the job.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be. Lock them up.
Aaron, you alluded to something earlier.
What did I allude to? Unreasonable.
You gave off the impression to me anyway. I'm not sure about you guys. About someone who knows a thing or two, like knows their way around a gerbil.
Well, I think you came to the right place. If I'm being honest,
Have you owned a gerbil?
I've owned. You know what?
How many gerbils?
Hold
have
out
you
your
owned?
hands, Tommy.
Should we all do this?
Yes.
Okay.
Now look at your fingers, and now look up at the stars in the sky.
Dang it, it's drywall.
Work with me, Abraham. Well, if you were to see the stars in the sky, I've owned more gerbils than stars in the sky and the hands on your fingers on your hands.
Hands on your fingers.
Yeah.
Wow. Do they?
I've owned more than two.
Do they just you find them and they just run away, or how does that? Is it the same gerbil that just keeps coming and going? And you're
Is
thinking
it
it's
like
different?
You know
Karma,
what? You go
Nirvana.
to PetSmart, and you pick out two of them. You gotta pick out two of them. They're
Yeah.
social animals, and you have to have a
They
pair
need
of
friends.
them.
They mate for
They
life.
do.
Yeah.
They do mate for life. There.
Do they actually? I just made that up.
No,
I
they
I don't
do.
think
They
they
do.
do. Gerbils? Okay.
What's the nightlife?
I believe
for
you.
those animals?
For a gerbil, it depends on how frisky. And I
Yeah.
don't even mean in like a frisky sort of way. I just mean in a I'm gonna dig out my bedding sort of way. At
Like I'm
10 at night.
nocturnal, but I didn't tell you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I've owned like 12, 15 gerbils. I don't know.
Wow.
It all started back in second grade, and you know,
As do most gerbil stories.
Yeah.
I got like a shtick for small mammals, and they are small. They are mammals. They've become my second favorite small mammal. My daughter's the first favorite small mammal
That's
that
good.
I have I've ever had. I judge smallness based on me. So anything
Yeah,
smaller than
anything-
me
right.
is a small. They have to be mammalian too.
Yeah.
Muggsy Bogues.
Yeah, but parents would buy me gerbils. They only live like 2 to 5 years, mostly 2. If they're the female ones, they get ovarian cancer and die. So that's a fun fact.
That's really sad.
Oh, man.
This
It
just
is.
took a dark turn
Yeah.
No, it'll
Yeah.
be happy though because they can procreate, as it turns out.
so
Yeah.
quickly.
Huh.
Most creatures can actually,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Most are sexual.
as it turns
Yeah.
out.
Some
Believe it
are
or
even,
not.
some are even asexual. There's some bacterium out there.
Is
But
that
they're
just
just
where
not
you,
interested.
like, part of your body just rips off and turns into another
Yeah,
thing?
yeah.
It's like you could rip your arm off and throw it at the wall, and lo and
There it
behold,
is.
it's little Johnny.
That was so asexual of you.
That's great. That's a great picture.
Expecto Patronum. What?
Oh, man.
No, but I found this out in an interesting manner in the summer that I learned what it was to become a man, and apparently what it was to become a gerbil too. So
What? please elaborate.
it was the
Viewers are
summer
curious.
of it was the summer of much knowledge and lost my innocence. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I was
Am I
thirsty.
boring you?
He has a drinking problem. It's perfectly normal.
Alcohol's a solution.
So do I.
Uh-huh.
Cheers.
Pet
Yeah.
peeve. Anytime anything bothers you, pet peeve.
What happened this summer that you became a man?
And that I found out what it meant to be a gerbil as well.
Yeah.
That summer? Is that the one you're referring to?
Yes, the summer. Yeah.
Man, what a summer to be alive. That's,
So my parents had bought me a pair of gerbils because the last one had died, and they go to PetSmart or Petco. It's where the pets go for. Do they sponsor us?
no.
Now they
this
do.
is free advertising.
That's coming down the lane, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we should get ready.
This podcast is brought for you by Petco. Petco. It's where the pets go.
Did you see that harmony there?
I did.
Okay.
It was gorgeous.
No, they
Righteous.
bought me a pair of sisters, and they were kin. They were from the same litter, but as it turns out, I found out the hard way that they weren't sisters. No.
What?
They were brother and sister.
Oh no.
And I found this out one evening. Me being an innocent little 6th grader, 7th grader, I don't know, somewhere around there. It was that summer, so it was kind of in between.
'Cause you just graduated 8th grade.
This year.
Yeah.
This year, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been shaving.
That was a hard year.
Just started shooting.
I'm really advanced. And so, I had witnessed what I didn't know then was a mating ritual, where
Ritual.
it was a
Ritual.
ritual. So you know how like the human ritual.
Got down on one paw and
No, it was more like the female would run around and the male would go out and he'd take his little 2 back legs and he'd kind of thump a beat. He'd be like, "Can you hear me? Is that on?"
yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we understand.
Heard that. Well, if you were a female gerbil, that
a-
would
what a
really
way.
get you like in the mood. It's like Barry White to yeah, like that new Bruno Mars song. Like that's what was going on. And so he would.
What's going on?
What's going on?
It's not jazz.
Yeah, that's right.
So he would go around and chase and do the deed. And the way it works is they do that for a couple hours and.
Hours.
A couple hours.
Wow.
And so I asked my mother what it was, and this is one of the moments, I guess, as a parent where you're like,
Yeah, what do you say?
what do I tell my 12-year-old son is happening?
Yeah.
I learned, so that's where I learned a lot of nature, about nature during that time.
So let me get this straight. You got the talk as a result of gerbils.
From your mom.
Yes, from my mother.
From your mom.
Wow, man.
That's kind of rough.
Yeah.
Well, he just said that he learned a lot about nature, so this could be like photosynthesis, the Earth's crust density, or I don't wanna
asexual
assume.
Cellular
reproduction.
division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really feel like it would be a big jump to assume
The Krebs
That's
cycle.
Yeah.
cycle. Oh,
The Grignard reaction.
is brought to you by the Krebs cycle. Ba, ba, ba.
You get 32 ATP. You guys aren't biology majors, so you didn't find that funny. Okay.
0%.
The protein is synthesized on the lipid.
Hey, Steve, how's it going, man? You want to have a separate conversation?
I'm too stupid for the other one, so yeah. Please.
you think you're stupid, Steve. Yes, speak up. I can hear you.
I don't know what accent that was, but that was
I
impressive.
don't know. It's like Italian mixed
Yeah.
up.
It's kind of a Robert De Niro-esque, but
My
Little
favorite,
different.
one of my favorite accents of all time is is it the movie that Michael Scott makes? Is it the Michael Scarn movie
Yeah.
where Andy is this bartender? And he's talking like this, yo, boss, what's the matter for you? You know? It's the best accent I've ever heard.
it was so overdone, and
Yeah.
it didn't really match anything. It was oh, it's a great,
Andy.
great part of that movie.
Yeah.
So,
So back to
taught you a lot.
gerbil. So back to
Yeah.
gerbil incest.
Yeah.
Yeah, casual.
So completely by accident, right? And so that was the first thing I learned. The second thing I learned was that their gestational period is 24 days. So 24 days later, the pregnant female gave birth to a unhealthy litter of babies.
What's an unhealthy litter of
Like
babies?
25?
Clearly messed up genetically. Like I think one might have had an extra foot. One had a
You had
tail. So gerbils have tails. If you can picture this,
radioactive
I
gerbils?
think for our listeners, you should flash a picture of what an actual gerbil looks like at
Yeah.
this point in post. Okay,
Yeah, that's a good
Can
idea.
we get that?
Yeah. I
that
think
will
we'll do
definitely
that.
help everyone
Yeah.
listening on like
We have some guys who can.
Apple Podcasts.
we have the guys.
Yeah, we got
yeah,
some
we
guys.
got some guys.
Hey, Joey. Get a gerbil up on the screen, will you? Hey, Joey. Hey. Put a gerbil up on the screen. Forget about it.
Not the hamster. Oh, jeez, where'd you get this guy? No. Okay. So one,
2,
3.
there was one
4,
which
5,
had a
6,
tail, and then it
7.
was
perfect.
hooked.
A tail went back into itself.
It was like straight, and then like kind of took a 90-degree angle, like kind of a hook. And me being the 12-year-old that I was, said, "Oh, let's name that one Hooker."
Wow.
Let's go. What a name.
And my mom nixed that one.
Yeah, I can imagine. Imagine she would.
I later found out why after that summer because
Well, that's when you got the talk, the nature talk.
Yeah. That didn't include anything about gerbils
The
named
birds,
Hooker
the
or
bees, and the
otherwise.
gerbils.
The gerbils and the bees, if you will.
Gerbils and the bees.
So there was 6 in that litter. 5 of them died within like the first week. It's kind of
that's
sad.
sad.
Yeah.
There's a lot of death in gerbils.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
incestual ones, product of incest.
But that
the
doesn't
one
usually
lived,
bother other
though,
animals,
The
though.
one that lived lived for like 6 years. I gave her
Whoa.
to my aunt. She was a teacher. It was a classroom pet. They named it Jordan. It had the weirdest coloring ever. So, every gerbil finds a nut.
That's
sometimes.
what the moral of this story is. Every gerbil finds a nut. Back to you, John.
Where'd the nut come from?
It was
What's the
actually
nut?
sunflower seed.
Okay.
Yeah, they
Yeah, they
enjoy
do
those.
like
They
their
do
seeds.
enjoy a good peanut, but that's how you get them fat.
This episode
That
is
was
brought to you
Mr.
by
Gerbil.
David Sunflower Seeds.
Do they sponsor us?
We have so many sponsors. Man.
I love their seeds.
Pretty much anything you will find at a Little League snack bar, those people sponsor us.
Kool-Aid packets. Okay, so that was litter 1.
Yeah. There's more.
So, story's just getting started. You know what I also found out that summer was that gerbils are most fertile right after giving birth. Did I also know to separate the male from the female after they give birth? No, I didn't. So there was round 2.
Oh, wow.
I had learned my lesson by that time, though.
The Matrix Reloaded.
It's the gerbil reloaded.
Yeah, I'd see that one.
Okay.
I'd totally stand in line at midnight release for that.
It's actually at 10 o'clock on the Thursday preceding.
That's a pet peeve of mine now.
Oh, movies that open on Friday but actually open Wednesday at 10?
Yeah.
What is that?
7.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the worst.
Yeah.
That's so stupid, man. It's like the whole Black Friday thing with like on Thanksgiving. Oh no, hey, it's not Friday, man.
Oh, hey, Prime Day in June.
Yeah.
It's 2 days.
Friday.
Why?
Prime Day.
Friday.
Prime Day.
Black Friday.
Prime Day. It sounds
Black
so
Friday.
Canadian.
Oh, where do you see
You go
that?
to Prime Day. That's more. That's Irish Canadian. That's like Nova Scotia. Eh.
Oh.
That's out of this world.
The Cree.
Wait, what? The Creed?
The Cree.
The Cree.
I believe they're from an alien race in the Marvel
Yes, Guardians of the
universe.
Galaxy.
Oh, because they're they're a Canadian Native American tribe too. I didn't know if you
Yes.
Yeah.
were. Yeah.
If you listen to jazz, you'd know, but those of you who don't, sorry.
The jazz hands.
Okay, so litter 2.
Litter 2.
Litter 2, we were 0 for 4.
Oh.
So it was out of 10 gerbils of that incestual union. It was only a 10% survival rate, unfortunately.
That's rough.
Yeah, it's.
And don't you have to keep the adults away from the babies when they're born too?
Or
No,
they
they're
eat
actually
them?
very good parents.
Okay.
They'll
Oh, that's
only
sweet.
eat them if they feel threatened and scared.
Huh.
So
That's
I made
reasonable,
Sure they
though.
were. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I
if
mean-
you were felt super threatened, let's say like
do I want the snake to eat my baby or do I?
yeah. Well, let's say okay, as a human, Aaron. All right.
Yes,
Let's say we're hanging out one time at your house, and then I catch you off guard. You are in the corner, and I have you backed into the corner. All right.
Yeah.
The closest thing you have is your beautiful daughter, right?
Yeah. What am I?
What are you
What
gonna
are you
do?
gonna do?
Yeah, that's a legitimate question.
It feels yeah.
Not eat her.
Oh.
I think I'd start
Objection,
there.
Your Honor. Leading the witness.
Sustained.
It's fine. He didn't go where he wanted to lead him.
So you're not going to eat your daughter. That's what you're saying.
Exactly.
Oh.
Exactly.
And
That's-
if our listeners get one thing
That's
from this
disappointing.
podcast, it's
I'm gonna-
that Aaron is not going to eat his
Yeah.
daughter.
No, there's no
I feel
cannibalism.
like if there's a takeaway here
Yeah.
today, a life lesson, if
probably
you will.
feed her.
We've talked
what does
about-
She like. She loves French fries.
I love French fries.
Oh, she loves those little pouches.
So does
Oh
Steve.
yeah. What, the French fries?
Yeah. Friday. It's
Oh
Friday.
yeah. Oh, I love Fridays.
Friday.
Fries
Little
on
Friday
Friday.
reference.
French
Yeah.
fries.
I mean, if you get the the multiple meaning for words
Oh
going,
yeah, yep.
it's just like
Most of our listeners don't know what we're talking about. I just brought up an inside joke
you
that
did.
you really
brought
shouldn't
up an
bring up
inside
on a
joke.
podcast.
I was more or less going for like the idea that I like fries on Friday.
Yes, exactly.
You know?
And that's something now that all of our listeners are alienated because they don't know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. Actually, Tommy doesn't even know what we're talking about.
Yeah, but
That's
I'm going with the
And I'm
generic term.
sophisticated. I listen to jazz, and I still don't get it. So,
Tommy, what does jazz do for you?
What is jazz?
This is a jazzy up, man.
Yes, it grinds my gritters and it gears my gas pedals.
What does it do for your gaskets, Tommy?
Just really clears them out. You want to wake up in the morning
They
and
get
clear
lubed
yourself
up?
out?
Yeah.
Listen to some Dave Brubeck and or some Take 5, That'll clear
I've
you
heard
out.
that one. Yeah, I've heard that one.
That's equivalent to drinking coffee first thing in the morning after eating Mexican food the night before.
Really?
But for your soul.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, it's a palate cleanser for music because there's so much crap going on that doesn't make any sense, and there's so many wrong notes, quote unquote, that it cleans your palate.
That's what annoys me about jazz, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, because they're just like, oh yeah, this is totally music. We didn't make mistakes. We're just, this is all beautiful. No, it's not.
You're listening to somebody barf on
Yeah.
their instrument.
That's
But,
how
but
be
it's
honest.
it's the sherbet of the musical
If
milieu.
barf were a
sorbet.
sherbet,
Yeah.
a sorbet.
The sorbet.
That's a fair.
Yeah,
That's a
not
pet peeve
sherbet,
of mine.
sorbet.
Sorbet is
Thank
a pet
you.
peeve of mine.
Sorbet, just the
Sorbet?
existence of it?
Any particular flavor?
I hate you all. Okay,
But it's good.
I grew up hearing sherbet.
Me too.
They're two different things, aren't
sorbet
they?
and sherbet are
Sorbet
different
just
things.
different
sounds
things.
like
One's
the
a-
most
one's-
a-hole thing in the world, though.
Yeah, but I think
Yeah,
sherbet
they're
is
two
something
different
different.
things.
It's French.
Do you have a problem with this, people?
Yeah, but I think, Tommy, there are two different things. Though.
Okay, can you explain real quick for our listeners because no one knows
What the difference is between sherbet and sorbet?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Okay,
can totally
so
explain
you say
that.
sherbet, not sherbert, like Herbert.
Yeah, sherbet is not correct. That's like the overly American version of it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I know the difference between sorbet and sherbet.
Really?
It actually is all about in the history of it, actually, because I am an historian.
It's about the
Yeah.
way you churn the butter.
By the way, you know how much I appreciate that when Aaron turned his head, he kept the microphone with his. Did
Yeah.
you notice that? Because our guest last
he's a
week
professional.
Mic.
didn't do that.
You know what? This is my first time on mic.
Really?
I wonder if John Shope will do that.
I wonder. that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Show
for sure.
What's the jingle for that? Do we make up a jingle for that yet?
Shope rope.
Okay,
Choke
I've got the Wikipedia for sorbet.
Wiki.
I was going to explain the history of it though.
Oh, okay.
Which really-
Wikipedia or Rich?
That's
What
true.
one do
It
you
is.
think's-
It is kind of an Italian thing, isn't it?
Oh, correct. Like you're talking about sorbet, right?
Yeah. Well, so apparently sorbet and sherbet are the same thing.
Yeah, I know that.
But it's how you churn the butter,
That's how you churn the butter.
Yeah, because one is the Italian way of
Wait.
doing it.
It doesn't say butter.
which is with
in
your
here.
feet, like I Love Lucy. See, I saw that episode.
Sorbets do not contain dairy ingredients, while sherbets do.
Oh, it says about how you churn the butter.
That's how you churn the butter.
I churn the butter.
He knew.
So
He
you
knew.
bake the bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say all of that because when I said that
Wow.
sherbet and sorbet are not
no
the
idea.
same thing, I meant only in the way that how one is
sweating.
dairy and one is not. That's obviously what I meant. Are your
What one's
pants?
not-
Are your pants
I'm
soaked?
watching the pants. Yeah, make sure. Oh gosh.
Quick check.
Oh gosh.
Am I good? See, Jeff?
You're good. You're good. Oh man.
Anal fissures are a thing.
Someone has it.
Someone does.
has it.
Yo, can we talk about our love for Richard Dreyfuss?
Oh, they're just going to talk about me. I was gonna be like, this would be a great.
We talk
No,
about our
it's
love
like-
for
well,
Richard.
I mean, you
Of
have the
all
same
the
initials
things
as
that
this
we've-
guy.
We do, I wonder what his middle name is.
Oh. Can you Google that?
Yeah, I
Probably
mean,
Dreyfuss. Is Dreyfuss
I
even
can't-
his real name? I think he's.
No, I thought it was his real name.
I think it is
I thought he
his
made
name.
it up to be funny.
Richard Dreyfuss.
Richard.
What a
Father of Julia Louise Dreyfus.
Really?
Is he?
Wait, is he really?
I don't think that's true.
No.
Because like she's almost.
You believe me, didn't you?
That's how you churn the butter. It's,
Stephen.
Oh, look
Look at that.
That's
I
really
should have
cute.
known that.
That's really cute. So he has a connection to me and a connection to you.
at
Does he
that.
have a son named Tommy?
He's
Tommy
also
Drake.
Jewish, so he has a connection to me.
Wait, is there any Tommy in
L'chaim.
in
Let me see, let me
Richard
see.
Dreyfuss's family?
3, including Ben Dreyfuss. It doesn't say.
Julia Louise.
this
No, because
podcast
it's
is
not.
dedicated to Ben Dreyfuss.
No.
May
Lauren
he rest
and
in peace.
Natalie are
He
his,
isn't dead, is he? I barely
relatives.
said.
Wait, Julia Louise is his daughter?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, they just have the same last name.
Yeah, they just have
That would have been pretty cool,
They
though,
look-
wouldn't it?
They look like they could be.
Yeah, we should have an episode about what if Julie Louise Dreyfus was Richard Dreyfuss's daughter.
Oh
Like
my
a whole
god!
episode devoted
The
to
entire
what if.
thing. Yeah, we
Yeah.
could. We actually may have to trim that down because we have so much material.
Yeah,
That would
Yeah.
make that would make Christmas Vacation that much better of a movie.
Oh gosh.
Think about it.
So what's the
Are you related to Richard Dreyfuss? I don't know, Margot. You thinking about it? Exactly.
So what's the best Richard Dreyfuss movie? Is it Dreyfuss or Dreyfuss?
Dreyfus.
Dreyfuss.
Dreyfuss.
It's a
Dreyfus.
dry fuss.
Dreyfuss.
I think is the emphasis on the fuss.
Yeah, Dreyfuss.
Fuss.
Dry fuss.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of weird characters on the pronunciation that
I think there's an.
I used to
don't
know
rec-
that.
I don't recognize.
That's
you used to know
umlaut?
pronunciation.
I
letters?
did.
umlaut?
Yeah. I used to know that in
There's
school.
There's like a backwards upside
Let me
down
see.
E.
That's a
Let me
diphthong.
see. I actually. So fun fact with me, I loved English and
Linguistics.
grammar in school.
Did you take calligraphy?
Yes, and also I took hieroglyphics, and
Oh
I
yeah, Egyptian. Mm-hmm. Oh,
but in all seriousness, no, I loved writing papers in school. I wrote my term paper
English
junior year of high
English
school.
papers?
Huh?
English papers.
Yes, I loved it.
What's wrong with you?
I loved writing papers. And my junior year of high school,
Dr.
I wrote
Jones.
my 10-page term paper the period before it was due,
Wow.
and I got a B+ on it, and I was very happy about that. But everything else, I would get like amazing marks, and I loved writing. But math, absolutely not.
I want to
Yeah.
be rich when I
Math
grow
was
up.
BS.
Wow, really? Yeah, seriously.
I love, but I to this day I would. I haven't written a paper in years. I would love to write a paper. I don't know what to write it about, but I'm going to write a paper.
Yeah.
I'll give you a topic.
You need to be writing. What
What
are you doing
What
not
if
writing?
Julie
I don't know.
Louise Dreyfus was Richard Dreyfuss's daughter?
I could write a 10-page term paper
there
on
you
that.
go.
How
There
that
you go.
impact? How that would impact Christmas Vacation?
And just society in general. Like I could trace it back to like how presidents wouldn't have been elected, or like how
how it impacted Ronald Reagan's infamous 19 run in 1980.
yes,
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'll tell you what, the Republican National Convention never would have happened.
Oh no, absolutely,
Never would have.
You could create your own subreddit.
I could.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that'd be a
know,
great
get
idea.
people on board. Start
Yeah.
talking about this.
Start a
thing.
movement.
Yeah, like, hey, maybe Richard could adopt her.
Yeah, because she's almost probably
Why
the
not?
same age as him.
Say goodbye
Maybe
to
not.
Is that no? I
Cryptocurrency.
think he's. Or she, she's probably a little younger than he is.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
maybe
he's-
like 10 years or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but
Best
enough.
Richard Dreyfuss movie.
That I've never seen.
Yeah,
Goodbye Girl.
never seen that one.
Never seen it. That's why it's the best one I've never seen. How many Richard Dreyfuss movies have I seen? One.
Mr. Holland's Opus. I've never seen
Oh,
it.
that's a great
I've never
movie.
seen that
Great
movie.
movie. Yes, absolutely great.
Always
movie.
wanted to.
Yep. It's very.
Some people say my dad looks like Richard Dreyfuss.
Really?
Yeah.
And how emotionally do you think that shaped you as a child?
Yeah.
Dude, do you remember that
I've had a couple people like say that, and I'm like, you know what? Now I can never see Jaws the same way.
Yeah.
Just your dad fighting for his life against a humongous shark.
Have any of you guys seen American Graffiti?
Yes. Yes. Super young Richard Dreyfuss in that.
See, that makes me so happy that you guys have seen American
And you've seen it,
Graffiti.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's impressive that you've seen it.
It's an amazing movie that not a lot of people know about.
It's true.
George Lucas's first go at a movie, and
I
it's
read
a
about
little
that.
weird. It's quirky.
Besides 1138.
Excuse me.
THX 1138.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's what they always
TK
hide in the
421.
in the
TK
Pixar
421.
movies,
Yes.
don't they?
Wait, do they? It wasn't. Sure. Yeah, we'll go. Yeah,
Crazy Ira.
My TV is THX certified.
Really?
yeah. So that's he created.
I know.
Yeah, he created the sound.
Remember the
company.
THX
Don't patronize me.
mastered?
You're sitting
thing
over
that
here
happened?
like you don't know what I'm talking about.
And now all three of our listeners just signed off.
You're so sorry for your ears.
Oh man. What was I talking about? Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Richard. Oh, side note real quick. We're talking about your dad.
Yeah.
Remember that time
Andy.
when I came across a Facebook profile
And it was me.
yes, and I thought it was your twin brother. Why did I
What?
think that? Wouldn't you have a different name or something on your?
No, because it's my father's Facebook profile that my mother uses. That's profile picture of me walking down the streets of Alexandria, Virginia.
And it was like, and I thought it was somebody else.
Okay, can I
And
just say?
no, my mother, when she does her Facebook things, does it not like she's Andy. No, she does it like she's Kathy under the name of Andy. So it's like, oh, hi, sweetie. Thanks for posting this picture.
Yeah,
It
and
makes
it's-
my dad look like.
Can I just say that it's the most parent thing
Oh yeah.
to ever happen
Yeah.
on social media?
Pet
is
peeve.
that right there?
Pet peeve for you.
That's a
when,
big pet peeve.
When older people share a Facebook.
Share
Yes.
a Facebook. No, not
Younger
older
people.
Younger people.
Oh, you know what that's about, though. You know what that's about. If you're
Role playing?
if you're sharing a Facebook and you're a younger couple, someone doesn't trust the other one. That's what's going on right now. Okay, I just dropped a bomb right there, man.
Well, I think you wrecked a whole bunch of marriages.
Well, I think
So I hope you're
agree
happy
you.
with yourself, Rich.
No, I think it's actually kind of cool.
Oh, you know what?
Oh my gosh.
Dang it.
Unreasonable pet
Stand
peeve.
for something.
No, I actually hate it, and I actually
No,
firmly
I'd say
believe that.
that's a pet peeve of mine.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I see
Yep.
that. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, no, it's
That's
probably
unreasonable.
exactly what you're talking about. Is there's trust issues there.
Oh, yeah.
To get at the heart of it. But
100%.
yeah.
I mean, that's, yeah,
You know
Richard
what I
Dreyfuss.
hate? You know what I hate? Things touching
Oh, yeah,
my
back-
ears. So this is I'm like uncomfortable right now.
Oh, those headphones are super uncomfortable.
Those are
no,
really
it doesn't
uncomfortable.
matter if it's of like your Bose or your Beats or whatever it is. Anything touching my ears, maybe even fingers, that really annoys me.
Even earbuds.
Sally knows that, and she knows how to grind my gears.
Oh,
I don't like
yeah.
my face being
She knows how to
touched.
grind my ears, if you will.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Rare.
Do you use
Yeah.
Q-tips in
Did
your
not
ears?
mean
I was going to say,
I do, but like that's the inner ear. Like just think, because
The
like
outer.
now my ears are gonna get all warm and
Does-
red, and ugh.
does she massage your earlobes?
She tries to.
Do you ever have earrings?
I've had those fake ones you clip on.
Yeah.
I tried one of them once. Yeah, I looked good.
When you were a mariachi dancer?
I looked like an idiot, man. I tried one of them one time. It was so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have had that one. I used to have long hair. I used to have long hair in 8th grade. There's a picture of me out there.
One time I had
Hair
hair.
went down to here.
Just the one time.
Aaron, here's the thing though about
And
your
migrated south for the winter. What?
Here's the thing though about your hair. You carry it well. Okay?
What-
I never think of you as losing your hair. I never once
Just think
think
of you as that bald,
Bald eagle
middle-aged
of a man.
piece of crap.
2 kids and a mortgage,
Never think of him
wear speed stick.
total loser. Never think of him like
What
that.
a dad.
But guys, Richard Dreyfuss.
He's a guy.
He is.
He's
Yeah,
the man.
are we
I
done
will
with-
say the one movie that he's seen might be my favorite one. I like me some
Oh,
Jaws.
it's great.
Jaws
Jaws is a
is
good
great.
Second one was
Who played the shark?
that was Jean-Claude
Baruch.
Van
It was
Damme.
like 5 people inside the suit. They were all
It was
operating
Jean-Claude-
something different.
I heard
Jean-Claude
it
Van
was-
Damme, Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis.
And the guy who plays
That was
Chewbacca.
the voice. Rick Moranis was the voice.
Chewbacca was the one who did the Jaws. What's his name? Daniel something.
yeah.
Daniel Day-Lewis?
Daniel
Day-Lewis.
Day-Lewis is Chewbacca.
Yeah.
And you know what? For that role, how he prepared, he, since he's method actor,
Yeah.
he swam 24 hours a day for that role.
Wow.
With the
Yeah.
sharks.
And 8
Yeah.
raw
He
fish.
would
With the
eat.
sharks.
He would eat chum.
Chummy.
Yeah, he would eat chum.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Drink salt water.
drink salt water.
Yeah.
He lost all his teeth and grew them all back
Yeah, that's...
It's impressive.
to
He
play
let
that
his
role.
skin
Yeah.
get really dry on the outside, too. And he-
Scaly.
Scaly.
Yeah.
He
Like-
drilled a blowhole into
like-
his brain.
Usually. It was controversial at the time, but now that's kind of
find a
generally
drill
accepted.
Picture him standing in front of a mirror just going,
For the greater good.
That's some Shia LaBeouf stuff right there.
yeah. Yo, there's a pet peeve. He's a walking pet peeve for me.
Yeah.
He thinks he's good enough to be a method actor. Like he ripped his tooth out
for,
or whatever.
Fury. Yeah, for
And
Fury.
dude, you
Oh,
weren't.
really?
You're not
Yeah.
even
Oh,
that
man.
good. Like, don't
In
be
Fury?
a method actor if you're not that good.
Yeah, but listen, Fury. He
That was a great
that was
movie.
probably the
I
best
actually didn't-
movie he's ever.
I actually didn't see
Dark
that
Side of
movie.
the Moon wasn't your favorite.
I love that movie when I was in high school,
Transformers?
and I saw it in the theater.
Okay, well, we'll say Fury though. Like,
Yo.
dude's playing a very
Eternity.
supporting role,
Yeah,
Yeah,
is.
that's what I'm
and
talking
he
about.
rips his face off to do that. Like,
That's and here's
He
the
didn't shower for like the whole production.
That's
People
ridiculous.
did
About
not
right.
want to be.
He also
around
became a
him.
fake Christian, I think, during that time too. He was
Yeah.
trying to
I
tell people he
remember
became a Christian. Like,
apparently,
okay,
like Brad Pitt
Interesting.
had something to do with that.
yeah. Now here's another thing. Now, but it's different because like Robert De Niro, a very famous method actor.
He's a man.
You ever seen? He is a very famous man.
He's a
Have you
man.
ever seen Cape Fear before?
Oh, is that with the buffalo?
Is that where the wild things are?
The buffalo?
Yeah, like the Cape Buffalo Fear.
No.
Oh.
So, but
They're
anyway,
a very vicious creature.
well,
They
it's-
will hunt the hunter.
I'm so
will
confused
they?
right now.
I don't know what he's talking about, honestly.
Have you never stared down a Cape Buffalo?
You ever slept with a down blanket?
I really wish I had now.
They're
Yeah.
really warm. And
Yeah.
I'm
scratchy.
missing out, man.
Wait,
It's one
But
of the
in
big
Cape
five,
Cape
Rich.
Fear. I
Cape
don't know.
Fear, phenomenal movie.
what year
It's-
is that?
It was probably the
76.
early 2000s or late 90s,
Gonna need to call a
76.
plumber.
Okay.
maybe late 90s. It was a
It's
remake.
Definitely the 70s.
It was a remake of a movie from the 70s
Oh.
or 60s. Now, anyway, here's the deal. Robert De Niro plays a villain in it. He's phenomenal. He paid a dentist to grind his teeth down for that role.
Oh, that's like
Yeah.
Marathon Man.
What? What's that? Richard Dreyfuss?
Yeah, is that Richard Dreyfuss?
I think it might be Richard Dreyfuss.
Yeah, Richard Dreyfuss
Marathon
is
Man.
in
Look it up.
Method Man or whatever. Yeah.
Is it safe?
He paid a dentist?
Funny story. My
Is it
wife
safe?
I have no idea.
My wife used to think that when I would say method actor, she thought I was saying meth head actor.
Meth head actor.
And she thought
Oh,
that
that's
like they
Christian
become
Bale
meth
in
heads.
the
Yeah.
machinist.
Yes.
I feel like Shia LaBeouf would be really good at that role for some reason.
Just do nothing. Just be you.
Do it.
Just do it. Yo, Christian Bale in The Machinist. You ever seen that? Have you ever seen
They
that?
told him
not
not to
seen
lose any more weight or he would die.
Yeah, he wanted to lose more
Really?
weight.
Yeah.
And
Yo.
then he was down to like,
110.
I think it was less than 100 pounds.
Oh,
I think he got down to like
96,
98 or something like
yeah.
that pounds for
Oh,
that role.
wow.
And
98
then,
degrees. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen.
Just think about it for a second.
Is that the band, the boy band?
I think so.
He became Nick Lachey for that movie.
What?
But have you ever seen pictures of him in The Machinist?
No.
Like he was so skinny, like unbelievable. And then 8 months later, he played Batman in Batman Begins, and he put on like 80
Is
pounds.
that because he had a baby?
Insane. Like so, like he literally was putting on 10 pounds a month.
That's a good question. We should come back to that.
What'd you say?
Is that because he had a baby?
yeah, we should come back.
8 months later, you know.
8 months later,
Christian Bale with the baby
Gestation
bow.
period.
they tried to make it look like he's
Wasn't
jacked
wasn't
when
like
he's pregnant.
gerbils with 24 days with gestation.
I got a legitimate pair of gerbils after that to breed.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Gerbil and Mrs. Gerbil.
not
That's a
not
creative-
brother and
Yeah,
sister.
no,
Yeah.
different lineages. And had I think a total of like 14 healthy young
Wow.
gerbils.
Oh, congratulations!
Yeah, they were.
That's a
It was
lot.
great. He was a Mac Daddy of a gerbil. He was so fat. I would feed him peanuts. He was probably the fattest gerbil. He's probably like a healthy.
You would feed them what?
It's like that.
peanuts.
It's like
What?
that gerbil that just sits
I
in
don't
the
know what you're
lazy
saying.
boy.
Yeah.
Remote.
Peanuts.
Pretty
all day.
much. And
Yeah.
he.
That's
I'd feed
a pet
them.
peeve
he
of
lived
mine.
Yeah,
5
peanuts.
People
years.
say peanuts,
Wow.
but they say it in a way that does not sound at all like peanuts.
Yeah. Peanuts. Don't say peanuts because that sounds like some Ohio crap. I don't like that.
I'm very sorry to offend you, Mr.
So many H's.
Deep Palantino. Do you want me to enunciate
No.
all of
No.
my words?
I have hiccups really bad. I'm sorry.
Words.
Just dude, let them. I think it's
You have great
important.
pickup lines, Tommy. I've never heard them, but I think
I feel like you'd be able
We're
to.
misunderstanding each other. We're
Tommy,
just,
you'd be able to. Pick
Oh,
up
is this a
gerbil.
pickup line? I feel like Tommy would have good pickup lines. Actually, that's a
Yeah.
good observation.
yeah.
Tommy, what's your go-to?
I need someone who likes jazz. I need a girl who likes jazz and a guy to date that girl.
And I am
And I
that
am
guy.
not that guy,
But I'll set you up
but
with
I'll
that
be
guy.
your friend.
That's right.
That's
And
very
then we get
honest.
to know
Win
each
them
other
every
over
time.
a
Very
period
honest
of months,
pickup line.
and then,
Yeah. And then
yeah.
you set her up with somebody on a blind date, and it's you.
Is that or just someone else.
And it could be
Oh, yeah,
your twin
definitely.
brother. It could be your twin brother that's actually your dad's profile picture
Yeah.
of you.
Every
you go.
time I am interested in someone, they end up dating my dad, and that's not true.
That's upsetting. Yeah.
That's illegal in Deuteronomy.
Do you remember the text message I sent you about that? I was like, do you have a twin brother, man? Like, this is great. And you were
You know what? You
that's
were like,
my dad.
You were
There's
the
two
third.
of
You were
you.
the third person that month to do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Pretty sure like Kyle Brown
Did you pass that along to your parents and be like, hey, this is probably 3 times too many?
Do you think Kathy knows how to change the profile picture?
Cappy.
Kathy.
We could have Kathy on the show sometime.
That'd be a great
potentially.
idea.
She was just here last weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't see her here. Did you see her here last year?
No,
That's crazy.
not
by
here,
here, not here.
Oh,
Yeah.
we have so many people coming in and out of the studio.
Yeah, so we
I
really just
know.
wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
I wouldn't
were
know.
really
I wouldn't
great.
know
Should be
Kathy.
What are
from,
We should be selling
what is this?
tickets, really.
we really should. We actually start. We could set
In
up
the,
seats for live audience.
the Live For Him studio?
Yes,
With the number 4.
Yes, the Live
Yeah.
For
Live
Him
for
studio.
him. Yeah.
we could start a Christian podcast. That'll
Okay,
be
can
our
I
live for him.
This reminds me of a
you say
really
lift for
unreasonable.
him?
Yes.
It like sounds like something from the 90s.
Oh yeah.
So on topics of that and unreasonable pet peeves, I hated the shirts that were like rip-offs of brand things, but it was like Christianized thing. Like instead of Reese's, it was like Cheese Us.
Oh my
Or
gosh.
like instead of Subway, it was His Way.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh.
Yeah.
there's
Those
another
those
one.
hurt me in my very soul.
Yes, I don't like
Yeah.
that. Yep.
Yeah, I get what my my aunts and uncles and grandparents were trying to do. They're
Trying to be hip.
they were trying to be hip with it.
And also, if you ever say that you're hip, you're not hip. If you have to say those
You
words.
have to say it.
Yeah.
Like Alex was telling him he was
Yeah.
very cool
Do you guys wear crop
Yeah.
tops?
with the Corning thing.
Raindrop.
Depends what I'm trying to attract.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, what your goal is, what your...
Yeah, like maybe
Ambitions
sometimes,
are.
yeah, sure. Like it's a slow day at work, staying outside with a crop top,
Yeah.
high cutoff shorts, really
Yeah.
high cutoff shorts,
You have
and
like a
just stick my finger out in the
Nest-
street.
just
Yeah,
Make sure
Nestle
people
strawberry milk.
see the skin. Oh my.
yeah. See my softness.
Yeah. So Aaron,
Yeah.
how's dad life?
Oh man.
I don't think I've seen you
love it.
since you've become a dad.
No, because it was like
I have. I'm a better friend. I've seen it
How
several
painful.
times.
had a baby, and then Rona hit like right
Yeah.
after that. So
Right.
it was like I was already in sequester mode, and then it was like ultra sequester mode. But I love it, but it is the most exhausting thing I've ever done. I am like covered in throw up and snot and
All of
milk,
the
all
fluids.
of them. Applesauce sometimes.
Oh yeah.
How does that compare to
Chewed up
Speed
gran-
Stick?
It smells better.
Okay.
Yeah.
This podcast is brought to you by Speed Stick.
Smells better than the baby throw.
But you gotta wear like your schmata shirts, right? Like your
Hey, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I know
man.
what that means. Of course.
A schmachta?
Yeah.
okay.
I'm not
well,
Jewish.
get your Yiddish English dictionary
Yeah.
out and
I speak fluent Hebrew.
Hey, will you become a Jewish person, please, and then you would know exactly what he's talking about?
Yes, I actually am learning Hebrew and Yiddish right now.
Really?
I'm currently in the process of that. Yes.
what does my tattoo say?
You know they're both Latin based, right?
Yeah. Obviously, I obviously know that. Like Latin is the origin of all of it.
Yeah.
Left to right.
You
right to
know?
left.
Get him out of here.
Your armpit says, let me.
It's covered in
Is it
Speed
sweaty?
Stick. I can't read it.
I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see it. Darn it! I would read it though if I could, but I can't. I can't
yeah.
see that far
I'm
away.
actually on that Old Spice now. Can we get Terry Crews in here?
Yeah, sure.
He's
yeah.
booked. He's booked for 6 weeks from now. Actually,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah. So
Could be a good interview.
Abdominals.
my favorite one of Terry Crews in those commercials is
Abdominals.
when he broke into that Tide commercial or whatever. They bust in. He's like, just kidding. He's like, Old Spice is so great it can't even stay in its own commercial. It was great. He like crashes through on a jet ski. It was great. Anyway, dad life. You're getting thrown up on. You have
Oh.
applesauce coming out of your face or whatever. So you know.
Best
all
time
over
of your life.
It is the best time of my life. I love her.
Oh, Tommy, how's it going, man?
Did that just get too
At the time
schmaltzy?
of my life.
You.
Felt this way before.
Yeah, I mean, he had to steer away because we were just getting too emotional.
Yes,
Yeah,
right.
the tears were
only
welling up inside.
This is the Flow Rider version.
This is our segue into Dirty Dancing.
Wait, who does?
Rich, do you ever think you could pick up Aaron for the end of Dirty Dancing? You know, the way that
Oh,
Probably.
Patrick Swayze
Could you
picks
do
up
that
Shane
absolutely
Gray.
could. I'm only 202 pounds.
I've
I think you could.
dreamed of it. I'm not sure if I don't know. I might get nervous. Not because I couldn't.
The Bluebird
physically
lift,
handle it.
Rich. The Bluebird lift.
Yeah,
I
I would love to do that.
I
with
took
you.
past deducts one time.
That should that should be the cover of this episode is me holding Aaron like that.
please,
really should.
please.
I can't do
with,
that now.
sweaty
Even
gray
if
shorts.
I Photoshop it, let's do it.
I don't think I can do that now.
How's my shorts?
They're good. They're good to go.
Okay.
Guys, I'm going to say
I'm
that
about
I don't
to
think I
pee
can handle
myself.
that now. I don't think I could hold him up now because it's been like a month and a half.
Are you weak?
Yes, I have lost weight because I injured my back.
Yeah.
I
You did?
I re-aggravated
Oh,
my
no, you
injury.
did tell
It's
me
tough
that.
to
Yes.
carry this podcast, isn't
It
it?
is- I'm
Yeah.
just carrying it on
Oh,
my
man.
shoulders constantly. But let me tell you this, and mark my words: in 4 to 6 months,
Write this down.
Yeah.
4 to 6 months.
I will be 300 pounds of
Quote.
of pure muscle.
Quote.
Wow.
4 to
I
6.
We'll hold you to
300 pounds
in 3 to 6 months.
muscle.
muscle.
300.
That's 2 C's.
300 pounds in 300
Two
days.
C's.
There we go, a pound a day.
Muscle.
300 pounds in 300 hours.
No, but I can get there. So, I mean, I'm
In
not
4 to 6
0
weeks.
pounds right now, so I
No.
could get there pretty quick.
4
That's
to
like a
6
half a
weeks.
pound
Do
a
you
day.
have, does that mean like you're sending away for it in the
4
mail?
to 6 months. 4 to 6 months. That's more realistic.
You know, someone could, someone like you could.
My goal is
You could get there in 4 to 6
Who do you
weeks.
think you are, Bryson DeChambeau?
my goals. I sit in
That's
this
a golf
chair,
joke.
Yeah, it was. I got it.
and
My
these
dad watches a lot
arms
of golf.
fly off because my lower body is just that big. The sides of these chairs just go, and I sit down, and also my voice gets deeper.
Yeah.
and my jaw gets just it
Wouldn't that
gets
mean that you're
striated.
Wouldn't that mean that your legs just kind of like burst out of your pants?
Oh, that's the goal, man. Yeah,
to be working out one day and your legs
and
just
your legs
burst
just
out
burst
of your
out of your pants
Yes.
when you sit down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I actually want to get back to the form of when Tommy first met me and thought that
Your
I was a
final form?
muscly douchebag.
Your final form. Yeah.
Because that's what Tommy used to think that I was.
First impressions, go.
we should first impressions of each other. That's a great topic. What was yours of mine, Tommy?
Well, Rich, as you previously described earlier in the episode, I didn't know. Rich
Nobody knew Rich.
Rich had
Yeah.
this like I could tell that maybe Rich had lifted a weight before, that he could throw his weight around a little
That
bit.
kind of je ne sais quoi.
The je ne sais quoi
Yeah.
sauce.
Yeah.
He carried himself with this kind of like a muscle, a very strong kind of protruding.
He went from like Ricky Martin to Swedish Chef.
I was gonna say. You always carried yourself like a Swedish weightlifter. That's what it was.
But then like I figured out the people
Herder.
that Rich was hanging out with, and I was like,
They wouldn't hang out with somebody like that.
maybe I'm completely wrong in my assumption of you.
Yeah.
And were you?
I was completely wrong in my assumption. Of you.
No.
And that's how Pride and Prejudice was written.
The 6 hour.
Darcy. I am Elizabeth, and you are Mr. Darcy, so to speak.
Yeah, I get Colin Firth a lot.
Colin Firth.
Colin
Dude, the
Firth.
6 hour version.
You get Colin
The
Farrell.
six,
up.
I just pulled an Alex.
Yeah.
The 6 hour version is the only version of that.
It is so much better than the Keira Knightley
Oh,
one.
that version sucks.
Guys, you
man.
know what? I saw
Hey, you actually look
I
a little
saw
like
the
the
Broadway.
Mr. Darcy in that one.
the
Yeah.
Broadway version of it
Ooh.
at the Cleveland Playhouse Square for free.
Was that
Front
in
row.
Ohio?
Oh my.
Was in Ohio. They have
Does it count?
Did you know they have the second biggest theater district outside of New York City?
No,
Serious?
because
No,
nobody
they don't.
cares
Okay.
of Ohio. That's why I didn't know that.
Wait, is Cleveland sponsoring this broadcast?
The entire
entire
city
city.
of Cleveland.
You know what's funny about Cleveland?
Can we get them on? Yeah. Okay.
You know what I learned about Cleveland? That it was between Philadelphia, New York, and Cleveland for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame they placed in. And like New York would make sense, Philly would be awesome, but
Why
New York
would
makes
New York
sense.
make sense? Who's come out of there?
No, you know
Billy
what?
Joel.
No, know what it was? It was just that Cleveland had
Yes.
nothing else. So they're like, please give this to us because
Yeah.
we need it. We need it.
Give us this or we die.
Yeah, we need the tourist attraction.
We have Great Lakes Brewing Company, and that's all you need in life.
Is it though? So are we done in your dad life? Is that all it is? You're just getting thrown up and applesauce is dripping from your face all the time?
Yeah,
That's all it is. I look
waking up.
so forward to that.
Where do you guys go? Like, do you go to parks and stuff? Or
in the time of Rona, yeah, that's pretty much.
What was
we
your
go to the zoo? Oh my goodness, we go to the zoo.
That's cute.
yo,
And-
Philly Zoo is no joke.
No, we're not.
It's
no,
a good,
no,
it's a good zoo.
no. The Elmwood Park Zoo.
Oh yes,
Elmwood Parks, I've
I've
been there.
never
Yeah,
been there,
but-
but I've heard about it.
I'm telling you, if you don't show up at
What praying
9:45,
mantis
which
attacked me
is
there?
which is 10 minutes before opening, well, 15 if you do the math right.
As the crow flies.
That's what's interesting. They open at 9:55.
It's like the when the early birds get there.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't get there,
soft
like then it's like you gotta dodge all the strollers. Like,
Oh, yeah.
to get in line. Like it is like family mayhem.
It's the running of
like the running of the toddlers.
It was kind of like going when I went to a Jonas Brothers concert, like
Can I
dodging
tell you what
the
happened on
14-year-old
Sunday?
girls
This was
everywhere.
like one of the saddest
I
things
love
ever.
that concert. It was so much fun. Huh?
Can I tell you one of the saddest things ever?
Yes.
On
Please.
Sunday, I went to the zoo.
This podcast.
This is what our
way,
listeners want.
I went to the
way
zoo.
too funny for that.
And
Wait, I missed the first part. What did you say?
I went to the zoo on Sunday.
Oh,
Elmwood
okay.
Park.
I didn't miss that.
And in front of us, so we have our
can you say
passes.
your
We got
name?
passes.
I think we need your name one more time too.
Aaron.
Okay, Chris was one.
You done messed up, AA Ron.
We forget our guest names a lot because I remember names that are important to me.
Who are you?
Anyway, continue to serve at the
sorry.
Elmwood
Anyway,
Zoo.
Elmwood
I was attacked by a
Park
praying
Zoo.
mantis there. when I went.
And so we got, we have our passes out, and we have our small child there, and she wants to see the owl, but that's
I love owls.
that's neither here nor there.
Cool. They're cool.
Addie, if you're listening to this, what sound does the owl make? That's right. I'll tell you about Daniel Tiger later. So we're standing in line, and there's a family in front of us, and they have like some kids, and there's like a couple like moms and dads and everything, all as one group going in, and then there's a kid in a wheelchair, and no hair, like so. Maybe some sort of patient, and they had balloons like tied to his wheelchair, like the helium balloons and everything. And they get up to the gate and they scan him in, and they're about to push them all in because I don't know, maybe they're having like a birthday party or something.
Mm-hmm.
And the lady at the gate's like, "Oh, we don't allow balloons in here for the safety of the animals." So the mom had to pop the kid's balloons in front of him.
Oh, you wouldn't. You wouldn't even.
This is like a Scott's Tots moment.
Why would you just like take him behind the alley? Just take him
Like,
behind
or
one
just
of the
take him back
buildings.
to the car. The parking lot was right there. Like,
Oh, that is awful.
it was so awful.
That's
I felt
awful.
horrible.
I'm not
gosh.
laughing. It's so horrible, man.
That is
She did it with her teeth too. She popped his balloons with their teeth. Like, because it was one of those things like you cannot let you through the door of the zoo, and she was just like, "Okay,
We're
whatever."
doing this
And-
right now.
and, like,
Yo, that's the worst thing ever. Oh, yo, that
That's
woman.
terrible. Oh. Yeah.
I felt so bad. Like, I don't know. I hope. Yeah.
In her defense, maybe it was just the first time that's ever happened.
Maybe.
If my
I don't
mom
know.
ate my balloons in front of me, in front of a crowd of people when I was a kid,
Yeah.
I would be so freaking mad.
Right?
That would probably scar you to this day.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's one of those things where,
That's so awkward.
as a parent, you're probably just not even thinking about it.
Oh, yeah.
Like the optics of it. And you're just like,
Yep.
we're doing this. We're doing this right now.
Standing right there. It was one of those like.
And as the employee
Yeah.
telling like to do it like that, that's gotta be like so regretful afterwards. It's
Oh,
probably
but
just robotic. You're
it
just like, oh
makes
yeah, we don't allow
sense, though.
balloons. I know, but
Like,
still,
Yeah. You can't have. Yeah.
Can't have metal balloons. You can't have Ernie the elk.
Yeah.
chewing
They
on
can't
it.
be chewing on.
Do you know what
these
the name of the
rubber
red
balloons.
panda there is? Slash.
oh, that's
He
cool.
didn't even play a guitar.
Wow.
Slash the panda.
Yeah.
Wow. What a hack.
The lesser known cousin
what an
of
imposter.
Crash the Bandicoot.
Yes.
Yo, I was just thinking
cousin.
this just popped in my head from like awkward employee moments. Being an employee,
Okay.
I used to work at GameStop. Was my first job when I was
That's
like
cool.
16.
Oh, did you have to tell everyone to stop buying stock? That's cool.
That was Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we used to have this thing where we had to ask for ID, or like tell the parent like, are you aware that you're buying an M-rated game? Things whatever. So this
Are you aware
older
Animal
woman-
Crossing is rated?
So this older woman walks in, and with this really young kid, and she brings this game up. I forget what game it was, and I looked at her. Gosh, I still cringe. Do you ever have stories like you think about things you did in your life and you still
yeah.
and you'll just pop in your head and you'll be like, ooh, like you'll just
the sweat's
cringe
all over
You're
again.
still
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to forget.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I look at her and I say, "Are you aware that you are buying an M-rated game?" And I look at him and look at her like, "Are you aware that like this game's rated M for mature?" Blah blah. And she says like, she looks at me. She goes like, "Do you see these kids?" And I look down. There's like little kids down there. She was married to this really, really young kid, and I thought it was her son. Okay, so I was like, and because she was probably like in her 60s or something, he's like in his 30s, probably, if not 30s, probably like 20s, because he looked super, super, super young, and like they were actually like a thing, like a couple.
No.
And I felt so embarrassed.
No.
Oh yeah, I felt so. I was like, yeah, I saw them. That's why I was asking. I have to pee, dude. Are you Alex Gideon, man?
I mean, we are kind of getting to that wrap up point. I don't know if we want to.
I didn't even talk about Daniel Tiger yet.
Oh darn it!
It's true. Or your blood giving story.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's a story. This is like the first and only time I gave blood.
Yeah.
That one. Well, this was the summer that I became a freshman.
Summer of
Got my first
1985.
real six string.
Went to Mercyhurst College for the blood drive. Oh yeah, but I was a fresh-faced 18-year-old. I'm like, I'm a man now. I could give my own blood.
I know what happens with the gerbils.
I know how
The
gerbils
gerbils and
make
the bees.
more gerbils,
Yeah.
and
Probably the
I
same
don't
way
know where I was
that
going with that.
most other creatures make more.
So you gave
Yeah.
your own blood.
The sexual way.
So
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
giving blood. So I go in, right, and I was wearing probably sweat shorts. No, I was wearing.
Were you
plaid
sweating
shorts.
through them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, check. We good?
Were they
okay?
were
I
they
got
shorts
back
when they
sweat
started
right now,
out
though.
with, and then they became sweat shorts?
No, I
Wow. Just blew us away with that one.
wearing some shorts and a white Aeropostale T-shirt, and yeah, that's foreshadowing, guys. A white Aeropostale T-shirt.
This already sounds like it's going to be.
Oh no.
So I get in there, and Nurse Brittany has me sit down in the chair. I just remembered her name.
Not Britney Spears.
Nurse Brittany from the Erie Blood Bank in Mercyhurst Student Union.
Erie Blood Bank.
That's a terrible name.
Are you from Erie?
No.
That's where
Erie's so close to
it's near
Ohio, though.
Cleveland.
I know where Mercyhurst College is, and I know Erie.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, cool.
That's where you went to college?
That's where I went to college. I
Mercyhurst?
did, I
What's it
did.
called? Mercyhurst?
Are they sponsoring?
Have you seen the movie That Thing You Do with
Tom Cruise, yeah.
Tom Cruise.
Not quite.
Cruise.
They play at
Tom
the
Hanks.
Mercyhurst College.
They do, I know. It's like our claim to fame.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's like
fun.
our only thing that happens. Wait,
Did they film that there?
This sounds like
I don't know.
This is the part of the podcast where we whisper the whole time.
So at the Erie Blood Bank, or they came to us, they came to the student union, and they had me sit down, and I was sitting in one of those fancy chairs, and they get you there, and they're like, okay, which arm? And I think I picked my right arm at the time, and I don't know if you could see this over when you're listening through
Probably,
the podcast.
actually,
It's
yeah.
on video.
I
so.
got great venation. Like, look at that, Steve.
Oh my
Can you
gosh.
see the veins from here?
It's literally you
That's
got.
beautiful.
It's
Look
like
at
you're
that.
Spider-Man,
I know.
but you don't have a red suit on.
It's like he
Yeah.
shot the
Like,
webs inside
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Like, if you were Nurse Brittany, would you need a tourniquet to see those
No.
pythons that
Absolutely
are in my?
not.
I
in
can do
the
it with my
other
eyes
pythons?
closed.
So, but she's like, okay, I'm going to need to tourniquet you and get it. I'm like, whatever. So I'm at this point in my life, I wasn't particularly as scared of needles. That came later, the great needle accident of 2018,
Man.
2019.
Oh,
I remember that.
what a year. That was
Yeah.
worse
Blood
than
everywhere.
2020.
Yep.
So, I'm watching it go in, and she's got me all tourniqueted up, and she sticks the needle in, and then As it goes in, it literally explodes all over my face and my shirt.
No.
Oh man, I had the
Just a
same
big old
problem when I was a
spurt.
kid.
So
No.
I'm like covered in my own blood, and I'm like shocked. I'm like, was that?
way.
This is my first time.
Is this supposed to happen?
It kind of looks like a
Is
scene
that
from American
how
Psycho.
I'm looking around to see if anyone else is covered in their own blood, and they're not.
Oh.
So I'm picturing myself to look like, I don't know, like Christian Bale in American Psycho right now.
Yeah.
Just kind of
Yeah.
like covered. And you know what she says to me? She
You like Huey
says,
Lewis in the news.
she says, a little hydrogen peroxide will get that out. And you know what? More foreshadowing. It didn't. But we'll get there when we get there. So at this point, I'm like, okay, well, I'm still giving blood. So she hooks me up to the bag, and I'm watching my own lifeblood flow out of me. And as aforementioned, I have great venation and therefore great blood flow. I was filling up this bag like boom, 2 minutes. And because of this, yes, I'm getting very, very dizzy.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you're losing blood.
I'm about to
Yeah.
pass out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why
So
I don't get blood.
I do the like raise my hand and hey, nurse Betty or Nurse Brittany, I'm about to pass out. So she like hustles over. She gets like this ice pack, like so you know those sleeping pillows on airplanes?
Yeah, yeah.
It was like that, but ice.
Oh man.
So she throws that around me. She flips me upside down. This is like one of those fancy chairs that straightens your back, but it's for giving blood if you die, like pass out and die. So she flips me upside down. I have the ice pack around my neck, right? And then on top of that, she's like, "Oh, we need to keep your blood sugar up too." So she gets a ginger ale, puts a straw in it, and says, "Here, drink." No, actually, no, there was no straw because you'll find out in a second. So
Oh god.
Wait, hold on. This
Wow.
whole time that while
Because
you've been
this happened
flipped,
before.
you're still giving blood.
this whole time, there was blood
There's
pouring
still-
out of me.
She doesn't stop
No.
taking blood.
No.
How much blood did they need?
I don't know, a quart,
I'm
a
concerned
gallon.
about you laying face down trying to drink a ginger ale.
No. I was upside down, face up, upside down, locked in.
More like that.
I was trying to drink ginger ale upside down. Have you ever tried to drink out of a soda can upside down with ice around your neck, also with like blood on all over you? So at this point, the ice is melting on my body heat. I'm very warm. And it's melting the blood from my shirt, like kind of down. And of course, the lowest thing on my body is my face. So I'm getting this watery mix. And then I'm trying to drink soda, but dribbling all over my upper lip, if that's possible. As I'm upside down, dribbling all over my upper lip, trying to drink this. And so my whole face is like going down into my hair is this watery, bloody, sugary, sticky mix.
Wow.
This whole time.
What a Halloween costume.
And so, you know,
Kinda
It's
red.
Halloween.
it was over, and she, after it was over, she flipped me up, told me to go sit in a corner and eat crackers for 10 minutes and make sure I didn't pass out. And so I left the student union, and there was like a mirror, like on the way, like on the wall. I look at myself.
Murder victim.
Oh,
My
wow.
hair is all disheveled. I've got like sticky residue. There's like blood all over my face, and then
All
and my
down that
shirt is
shirt.
so stained. I tried to get that stuff out,
Like a murder victim.
and it didn't.
Did you
did
see
Kathy
anybody
try?
coming in as you were going out?
I was probably like, I've seen some stuff. How'd it go, buddy? It went.
Just glad I'm alive.
All the young faced freshmen who knew what they were walking into.
Oh my gosh, dude. That's
Don't go to Brittany.
I was gonna say my blood story. That was nowhere. I just had blood drawn from a newbie. It was the first time she ever drew blood from somebody as a kid.
Yeah.
And she just pricks it and just starts squirting. And my dad, who was
Ugh.
holding behind me, he starts to pass out because I guess he couldn't stand the sight of blood.
Yeah.
I feel him holding me, and he's starting to go like. He's just
Oh
starting to fall off the side.
no.
Starting to fall off the side. And yeah, that was that. But I wasn't covered in blood and looked like a murder.
Are you
victim.
trying to say that Brittany was not a newbie?
I don't know.
Like, I mean, I feel like the
to
initial...
be honest, she
like,
didn't have her
yeah.
degree hung up on the wall, so I don't know.
That doesn't. Yeah.
It does change things.
Well, guys, this was a great podcast.
This
No,
was
it
really
sure
fun.
was.
And
And
we
we
got so fast.
It really did, and we
Oh
gotta
my gosh.
put a halt to this now because our guests. We have to be accommodating to our guests. He has to pee, and that's why we're going to end this
I have a
episode.
very small bladder.
This podcast is brought to you
Very
by
bigger than
urine.
Alex,
who,
honestly.
who has a smaller bladder, me or my pregnant wife? The answer is me.
What is it with us and getting small bladdered guests?
Small bladdered guests.
Brought
That's
to you
really
by
just-
Flomax. Is Flomax sponsoring this?
Flomax.
A little bit.
Maximize your
call
flow.
somebody.
Oh, that's a
call
pet
somebody.
peeve of mine is pharmaceutical commercials where it's like all cheery. And
Oh, yeah.
Nowadays, did you notice they're now using like pop 70s or classic rock songs and putting their product to it? Like,
Yeah.
like
This could cause your
easy
legs
as
to
1,
fall.
2, 3, oh Tesla.
They're also
Oh,
as
yeah.
long as like a full length movie too.
Oh, I know.
Like,
And
Remember the Viagra one? Like, Viva Viagra. Remember
oh
that?
my gosh.
Yeah.
King of the Wild Frontier.
Viva Viagra. Dun, 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 dun. Remember that? Yeah.
Well, that happened.
But yeah, I love that when they're playing that music, the happy, cheery music, they're all laughing, walking in slow motion
Yeah.
down the boardwalk, talking about how your legs could fall off like, as a possible
You know what I
side
have?
effect.
The side effect.
you know what I have?
What?
Moderate to severe dad bod.
I love that's another thing too. People like talking about like, yeah, well, this really helps me treat my moderate to severe psoriasis. Nobody says that.
Ever.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what, man?
We're gonna call it.
We're gonna
Yeah.
call
Call
it
it
there.
a day.
Let you
Yeah.
pee.
Aaron, thank you for
Thank you.
hanging
thanks
out,
for
man.
having
This
me.
is awesome.
Yeah,
Feeding me water.
You never come back, and thank you so much for being here. And we just we really want you to come back sometime. Okay, we'd love that.
Yeah.
So
That's subliminal messaging there. That was it's pretty impressive volume control.
I love
I
Cleveland.
was-
It's a great time, yeah.
oh yeah, Cleveland was great. All right, so guys, real quick before we end, let's have a word of prayer. No,
I thought that's what I was
That
going.
was the tone of voice there.
I see that.
Aaron,
hand.
what do you want to take away from this podcast? What do you want our guests to take away?
Yeah.
Not our guests,
Anything
our
you want to
listeners.
plug either?
Maybe a free T-shirt.
No, you're gonna get that from us.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
like
but
any-
you said, "What am I taking away?"
Oh.
How has your life changed as a part of being on the greatest podcast of
Oh,
all
boy.
time?
Yeah.
I'm probably going to become famous.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Mhm.
I just live for him. So, is that the name of this?
That's the name of the new podcast.
How's
the
this good?
spin-off podcast.
How's this good for him?
Yeah. How's this good for him?
Oh wow, I love that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like that's something my mom would
Enjoy.
say
I
after
think
watching
that's
this.
true.
This might
Yeah,
kick
yeah.
off my like disc jockey career.
podcast again, Rich? How's this
My
good
mom
for
had
him?
problems. She was like, I can't figure out. It just wouldn't load right.
That sounds like something your mom would
Yeah.
say. Yeah.
Ridiculous. Well,
All right,
Awesome.
folks.
Steve, take us home.
Meatball.
Meatball parm. That's all. That's all we can say.
That's all we can say.
That's all you can say.
There it is.
Bye.
Amen.
Thanks so much for listening to the How's This Good for Anybody podcast. We certainly hope it brought you laughter, joy, and sadness.
And thank you to our guest, Aaron Ullman.
Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to us on all of our social media platforms. If you're not sure if we're on it, just search us. That's HTG4A or at How's This Good for Anybody podcast. See you next week.